Yeah.
The course will be closed in 4 minutes. Sky, R1. NM Grower, R8.
You're on R7? R8. You're on R8, sorry. Marshall, there it is. Dangles looks good. 80K. Give him a little bump right there. Changes. All right, pilots. I see 2 quads. I got 2 pilots looking for 2 thumbs. I got 1. All right, I got 2. Pilots, arm your quads, going live on the second tone. You finished 2 laps, right? You didn't finish any laps. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that's what I saw. I wanted to make sure what I was looking at the RSSI data was correct. Oh, did you drop something? I'm sorry. What do you need? Oh, you have a. I should have some actually if you need it. Check on your table. If not, I have one for you. All right. Who's Supernova?
NM Grower, lap 1, 48.8. 1 minute.
Okay, that's right. I'm like, I see a whole shot, and I'm like, I don't see any other laps. So I was like, I just want to make sure that there wasn't a wonky reading or somebody that's got a weird video thing. So, all right, so we're good there. Yes.
30 seconds. Sky, lap 1, 119.2. NM Grower, lap 2, 41.1. 10 seconds. Sky, closed in 4 minutes.
Go, that's 2 clean spikes. Commit changes. Grower. Beautiful. Commit changes. I'm not I should be the same. I just don't know how to change it to the next round. So just give me 1 second, guys.
The course will be closed in 3 minutes.
Alright, pilots, just so you know, your heat and channel will change as we go into points rounds here. We're going to build that heat, and then we'll be kicking it off. No, it'll be completely random just because it's easiest. Clear. Nope. Nope. There's not an easy way to do that, so we're just not going to.
Okay.
Round 1. Street League. Street League. Need to change it to 2 laps, thank you.
Yep, I was like, 2 laps.
Yeah. Start moving delay. 5. The number of laps. The win is 2. Okay, so now we need to generate plus for heat 4 suffix. This one's always the annoying one to do. 1 heat. I should have done round 1. Oh well.
Okay. It's generated now?
You're gonna have to give it a second before you tell anyone anything.
Well, everybody's staring at the screen, so.
Yeah. Well, if they see it updating in real time, then that's what it is. But I'm not gonna tell them anything's official yet. It's not. ECD. Alright.
Oh, that first one's not.
Can't. Yeah, I can't. That's what you're right. Oh, it let me that time. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, now rounds are.
Alright, guys, it should be. Alright.
Oh. It accidentally put you in the first one. Are you cool with that? Okay. Alright, I gotta do a introduction. So, if you're chilling there, you'll be on camera, just so you know. But no worries.
Pilots, if you did not hear your name, please come check the TV for your round, for your heat, and your channel. The channel may have changed.
The course will be closed in 4 minutes.
I'll run the race basically from
Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Street League Drone Racing. We're going to be kicking off round number 1 here. This is our G Heat. Only 2 pilots in this one. This one going to be NM Grower and Claymore. And we will be moving on up the ranks as we work our way through round number 1.
The course will be closed in 2 minutes.
We are live on the track here at the Lone Star State, and we have video from one of our pilots. Oh, we do have video from 2. There we go. So it's going to be Claymore and NM Grower absolutely shredding the track, giving us somewhat of a track walk, as it were, of our first heat here. It's going to be NM Grower, the designer of the track, out in the lead right now, working his way through that yellow brick road and onto the later portion of the lap. You're going to see an amazing tree dive here as he works his way up through into that canopy and the beautiful dive down there. He's getting it right here on lap number 1 in the lead. And he's not just trying to beat Claymore here, but with our points format, he is trying to beat the time that all of our pilots are about to set. So in a way here, he is setting the bar as he works his way over that Emmelman and through the V-tree. Onto the Tower of Terror he goes, looking beautiful on lap number 2. This one only a 2-lapper. Some pilots were able to finish 3. NM Grower was one of those pilots, a very efficient flight path that he chooses through the woods here. But today we're just going to be racing 2 laps as he works his way through the final dive and through the Street League gate. And that is going to be it. NM Grower taking the first win of the day. And that's looking solid from NM Grower. So a fast lap for him of 40.1. And we're going to see Claymore finish out lap number 2 as well. Nice clean run from him. And that is going to be race number 1 of the whole event. Nice and smooth. What a way to kick things off. Our next group of pilots coming up here, we're going to be looking for Free, Lucky, Chetmac, and ADK. This one should be a heat to watch. These are some pretty fast pilots here. And, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm hitting the buttons. Oh, no, you're fine. Feel free to do it when you see it needs to be done, though. Like, I don't think we'll be stepping on each other's toes. Oh, no, that's fine.
R1. Lucky, R2. Jetmac, R7. ADK, R8. The course will be closed in 3 minutes. Free, R1. Lucky, R2. Jetmac, R7. ADK, R8. The course will be closed in 2 minutes.
You guys ready? Give me thumbs up when you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go, pilots. On the high tone. Heat F is up in the air now. This one going to be free, Lucky, Chetmac, and ADK. And so as the day goes on, we'll see our pilots sort of sort themselves out because that's what the points round is designed to do. So right now, everything's pretty random. So we might get a couple good heats here in our first round, but as far as our pilots are concerned, this is looking like a relatively clean heat here. I'm seeing a little bit of a battle here between Chetmac and ADK, both of them together as they work their way onto that yellow brick road. And Chetmac starting to pull out a little bit of speed here. He starts to climb his way through the timing tables here on lap number 1. That big dive. And it's going to be your leader right now is Lucky, according to the timer. And now that has changed up. It's going to be Free out in the lead, getting on to lap number 2 first. Chetmac going to be in that second place position, making the pass on Lucky. Then it's going to be ADK in that 4th place position. And I'm going to be on board here with Free. He is your leader right now. Looks like he potentially using some... Oh no, starting to run out of battery there. So that's what we're talking about. Some pilots able to do that 3 laps. Some pilots, the 2-lapper was a little more optimum. Not sure what Free was doing in practice, but he's going to do it for real here as he finishes out lap number 2, and he's going to take the win. Free, your winner here in the heat, in Heat F. Who's going to come in second, though? It looks like it's going to be ADK. Chetmac having big troubles with that lens. So Chetmac trying to finish it out, but he is probably, he does have 10 more seconds to continue if he chooses to, but it looks like he is down. So it's going to be ADK taking second place and then Lucky in third. So fast laps there. Free going to finish out a fast lap of 40.9. ADK with a 43.2. Lucky with a 45.9. And Chetmac with a 42.8. Starting to figure it out on the track. We're going to be looking for our next heat of pilots. And that is going to be Desert Rat, Limon, Nitro Toker, and Infinity.
R2, Nitro Toker, R7, Infinity, R8.
Here we go. This is going to be the E-Heat. Your pilots, Desert Rat, Limone, Nitro Toker, and Infinity, all off and away. Beautiful launch so far from everyone but Infinity. And I don't see movement there. Looks like he may not have been prepared there. So it looks like your leader right now is going to be Limone. Working his way through the twister. And up through the grower dive. Great lap number 1 here from Limone. He's looking super solid out there. First lap was a 47.6. That's pretty solid. That'll definitely get him into the top 4 as we've seen so far, but some of those times will start to tumble as the day goes on.
Desert Rat, lap 1, 54.7. Nitro Toker, lap 1, 59.6.
It's looking like a very solid run here for the rest of his lap. Looks like a little bit of boost mode used there through the tree gap. So really solid run. Limone going to finish it out. He is your winner of the E-Heat.
Limone, lap 2, 40.4. Winner is Limone.
And that's a great run for him. It looks like second place right now. We're going to be looking back through the pack. It's going to be Desert Rat making it happen. Then it's going to be Nitro Toker working through that yellow brick road. Just behind now, getting onto that same section we were just watching Desert Rat at. And there is that big tree dive. Desert Rat makes it happen. And he's just got a little bit left on that course. And here he goes through the Candy Cane Forest. And he is going to get it right.
Desert Rat, lap 2.
And finish out lap number 2. Nitro Toker going to be following just behind him. He's going to make it happen as well here.
Nitro Toker, lap 2, 13.5.
And he is going to get himself through with a fast lap of 59.6. Very nice run indeed from all of our pilots. Limone with a 40.4 for his fast lap. That would be his second lap. That was a very good run for him. So 47, then a 40.4. We're going to be looking for our next group of pilots. It's going to be Waller, Thrash, the Dude Abides, and DeBits.
Waller, R1. Thrash, R2. The Dude Abides, R7. Davids, R8.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't hit the V of
The
the
course
tree.
will be closed
Oh,
in 3 minutes.
sorry about that.
It's not your fault.
It's a
What do
tricky
you do?
course.
Do you add 5 seconds to my lap or something?
I think it DQs the lap is the only fair way to deal with it. Sorry about that. All right, I see one thumb. I see 2, 3, and 4. Here we go, pilots, on the tone. Next heat is up. This is going to be Waller Thrash, the Dude Abides, and Bits. All working their way through that crazy start that we have at the beginning. So the very beginning of the lap, a little bit different here off the launch than the rest of the lap. But it makes for a much better, more enjoyable experience when you're not trying to fit 4 of these pretty chunky quads through a 5x5 foot gate. So definitely appreciate having that little track feature. Again, this track designed by NM Grower, absolutely crushing it at giving the pilots a really great challenge here. This is one of the most amazing venues that I've gotten to run a drone race at, and I've just been enjoying watching these pilots absolutely master this track. It's through this incredible forest here at the Sparks RC air field. And they were gracious enough to join up with some of our drone pilots out here in Lone Star State and present us with this incredible venue to run race number 2 of season 2024. This is race number 2. We raced our first race in Citrus Springs, Florida, and that was a blast, even with the rain. And now we're having a blast out in the forest with our friends, and it's been a great time so far. And it looks like right now it's going to be a great time for DeBits as he works his way through that dive. And dealing with that quite well as he works his way to complete lap number 2. And that's going to be it. So DeBit's taking the win here. The Dude Abides going to be sitting in second place, but it looks like Waller and Thrash having a little bit of trouble here on heat number 1. They are going to have plenty more opportunities. We're going to shoot for a goal of at least 8 points rounds. And if we have some extra time for it, we may go all the way up to 10. Oh, unfortunate. So it looks like the Dude Abides is caught up in a gate. Oh, on the last section of the track, too. Literally the last element. He is goggles up. Unfortunate for him. So the quick one-lapper actually will help him out there. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, we're going to be looking for Callie, King, Jordill, and Chaser. I didn't call that out. Did it look like he gained an advantage at all? So why don't I'll do this. I'll make a little announcement and describe it. I forget that ours is different than most people's on that. Yeah. Can you? Yeah, the race director's minute or the time to do that was now.
Right. Now they're starting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
but we can. Yeah, I'll communicate with the next group of pilots. I think I'm in the next heat, so if he does it in the next heat, I'll help. Oh, okay. All right, pilots ready. Give me a thumbs up if you are. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. We're going to be racing live on the tone, on the high tone. Here we go. This heat is going to be consisting of Callie, King, Jordil, and Chaser. A lot of good contention here in this heat. I think this one may be a little bit of a sneak preview of maybe the bubble. We'll see how it goes. Depends on how these pilots fare throughout the day. And it looks like right now it is going to be Callie faring out in first place right now. Jordil going to go down in second. Oh, Callie goes down. Jordil now is going to move up into that first place position. And King going to move into the number 2 position as Callie recovers and hangs on to that third place position ahead of Chaser. So lap number 1 here, looking pretty good here for Jordil. He's trying to make it happen and using that boost beautifully through that amazing ascension portion of our track. Jordil finishing out lap 1, no issues so far, looking pretty good. Second place is going to be King, but hot on his heels is going to be Callie. She is absolutely moving, and I think she may be able to make the pass here on King on lap number 2. We'll see if she can make it happen through the wall of terror. We call it the censorship tower every once in a while. But through that portion of the track, they go down onto the yellow brick road. It looks like Callie now catching up to King. They are both in the same element, and looks like King holding on to that position as tough as he can. Jordil holding on to the number 1 position as he goes through that dive. And the final portion of the track for Jordil, he comes around the candy cane trees, and he is going to get first place. Who gets second? It's close. King gets it. Callie was pushing there. That was a super close race between them. I think they're going to have some amazing battles throughout the day. Looking forward to that.
10 seconds. Chaser, lap 2, 48.4.
And Chaser finishes his second lap as well now. And all pilots are completed with their run for Heat C here. We're going to move on to the B Heat and then up to the A Heat, and we'll do it all again and earn our pilots as many points as we can before sunset.
So I felt like I remember doing the track ride. I was told I did it wrong.
Oh, you want to go back and check?
My DVR only saved the first 8 seconds for some reason.
Yeah, check the live stream. Sure hope we're fucking live. Why are you not telling me we are? Thank you. No scaring me. What heat were you in? Do you remember?
It was just the race before the last one. I think.
That was the C heat, so it would have been the D heat. Wasn't the D one. It was further back.
That was the C.
You were in C just raced. So you must have been E?
The course will be closed in 3 minutes.
Here we go. What lap were they saying it was on?
Second lap.
Doing a quick hover test.
Yeah, this would have been lap 1. Man, the Zero is struggling right now. Oh, that looks awful. Why is it so bad on this heat? Alright, I see you going around there. Crap. Can you do this? Oh, you missed the V.
I just split S the
You just
gate.
split S the gate. Sorry, man.
The course will be closed in 2 minutes.
Yeah, there is somebody doing testing right now. We're gonna have them power down beforehand. Are they done? Can you ask them? They're done? Okay, you shouldn't see anyone on R8 anymore. Are you good?
The course will be closed in 1 minute.
All right. Go ahead and give me thumbs up, pilots. I see 1, 2, 3. You good, Luke? All right. Here we go, pilots, on the high tone. This is Heat B, up and away. This one going to be Postal Service, Amari, Shames, and Pro Dangles, all looking clean so far. And we had a late read there for Amari, but we got it all cleaned up. So he'll have a pretty fast lap number 1, I'm suspecting. It'll probably end up being fast in reality, but Timer's going to give it a little more extra sauce as Amari works his way through the course right now. Looking absolutely beautiful. That is going to be a super hot lap number 1 for him. Chasing in second, that's going to be Shames working his way through the course now as we see Amari come around the candy cane trees.
Amari, lap 1, 35.6.
And Bro is cooking right now, so we're going to let him cook on lap number 1. We're going to look down the field. It's going to be Shames in that number 2 position. Then it's going to be Pro Dangles just behind. He works his way through the V tree, now trying to catch up to Shames, who's on the wall of terror. Onto the yellow brick road we go with Shames. Pro Dangles now getting there as well, trying to catch up a little bit. Pro Dangles thinks he may have some hands for him if he can catch up to him, so we'll see how that turns out as they both go up that huge ascension and the big dive. Looking good for both of them. And Amari going to be your winner, getting both laps here done. Shames going to be coming in second, just ahead of Pro Dangles, finishing out right now. And a solid run for them. And it's going to be Postal Service finishing out his second lap as well.
Can we get a DVR review on that 35?
Absolutely great racing.
No, I had to add a lap late. It missed him on the whole shot.
Oh, okay.
The course will be closed in 4 minutes.
All right, so we're going to go back and we're going to look at the timing from Amari's lap number 1 because we missed his initial hole shot, had to add one a second later, so his hole shot came across as faster than it was. And we're going to find out what it actually was because I think that was a fast lap number 1. So Amari's lap number 1 was actually a 38.6. A 38.6. I don't know if I've seen such a low 38 yet, but we'll see. I'm sure a pilot here, if they've set a low 38, will correct me in saying that. But yeah, that is the fastest lap that we have seen during racing so far. Amari absolutely throwing down the gauntlet. Next up is going to be Legendary Andy, Sky, Slippy, and Supernova. That is the next group of pilots coming right up.
The course will be closed in 3 minutes. Legendary Andy, R1. Sky, R2. Slippy, R7. Supernova, R8. Legendary Andy, R1. Sky, R2. Slippy, R7. Supernova, R8. The course will be closed in 2 minutes. course will be closed in 1 minute.
All right. We have 9 seconds left. 8. And it looks like everyone's over the line, so our pilot's making it happen here.
The course is now closed. Next race begins in 1 minute.
Alright, pilots! Give me thumbs when you're ready. I got 1, 2.
Next race begins in 30 seconds. Next race begins in 10 seconds. Next race begins in 5 seconds.
Really get the spec daddy with this. That's weird. Would he not know this?
All right. And they are all off. It looks like Sky is currently in the lead heading into the canopy section. Ooh, little bobble, but he recovers it out. Comes through the Dunkaroo. And around the woodsy, crazy start for his first
1
lap.
minute. Legendary Andy, lap 1, 48.3. Sky, lap 1, 58.1.
Ooh, looks like Sky and Legendary Andy make a little bit of contact. They're both on the ground. Sky's trying to get up, but he is. Oh no, Legendary Andy recovers from that.
30 seconds.
And Legendary Andy coming in through the tree section. Coming over the high hurdle, around the backside. Hitting the Sky Gate, over the canopy, dropping down into this Dunkaroo, and finishing up his second lap.
Legendary Andy, lap 2, 10.7. Winner is Legendary Andy.
Nice job, Andy. Yeah.
Stop once he goes through.
Yep.
I swear I speak English. I've been staring at this text. I have no idea what the fuck this is. So,
Yep.
let me know if you get a chance.
Slippy, lap 2, 117.5.
Yes, Slippy. You guys all have
The
time
course
right now.
will be closed
We
in
have
4
about
minutes.
like 2 or 3 minutes to reshuffle and get everything going. Yep. Just call it out before you plug in. That's all. Just so.
The course will be closed in 3 minutes.
Not a lot of people can say that.
The course will be closed in 2 minutes.
That's not true.
Oh, I didn't save. It stopped, but it didn't save.
You did.
Oh.
It just needs. I have to click the buttons to generate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to generate them. That's
Yeah.
what I was saying. You're like, not true? I'm like, wait.
What is it called? Points. Yeah, there we go. Right. This one. Name. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. It's.
All right, so we have completed our first full round of points. We're going to go ahead and jump on over here for our folks on the live stream and take a quick look at how things are stacking up. So right now, and we'll also have a good chance to see if there's any marshable data. But right now, Amari is your points leader, consolidating the most amount of points he could have with the fastest run. NM Grower in second. Then it's going to be Lamone in third, Free in fourth, Shames in fifth, DeBits in sixth, Pro Dangles in seventh, Jordil in eighth, King in ninth, Claymore in 10th, Callie in 11th. It's going to be 80K in 12th, Lucky in 13th, Postal Service in 14th, Chaser in 15th, Legendary Andy in 16th, Desert Rat in 17th, Slippy in 18th, Chetmac in 19th, Sky in 20th, the Dude Abides in 21st, Thrasher in 22nd, Nitro Toker in 23rd, and Waller in 24th. So that's one round done. We're going to go ahead and give our pilots 5 more minutes, and then we will kick off round number 2.
The course will be closed in 4 minutes.
For years, drone racers have been pushing the boundaries, splitting the horizon where the possible and the impossible collide. Every millisecond we shed culminates in the victories we've earned. We tune, we train, we expend every trick in the book to defeat the clock. But what if we had one last option? Introducing Boost Mode, drone racing's first new game mechanic since Crash Recovery. Starting today, you have a new strategic option at your disposal. Find the optimal spots on the track to deploy one of 3 momentary boosts. Get ready or get past as you boost your way to becoming the Street League Drone Racing Champion.
Yeah, that's my bad. 1 second.
Okay. That's what I was trying
It's
to.
I'm glad he caught it.
I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah. Forgot to increment the class. I was supposed to create the class first.
Oh.
So,
Don't worry about it right now.
okay.
I'll figure it out.
It's fixed now. What's up? What's that? We'll call him race director. Pause.
Well, it's your fault that you changed your family.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're causing an issue.
We would call a race director to pause and figure out who was causing the issue.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, initially, and then we'd be like, hey, yeah, like human first. Oh, somebody got hit.
Hi, my name is Imperius, and today I'm going to talk to you some more about Street League. Today's subject, LEDs and electronics. What's legal, what's not, and how can you make your quad look absolutely amazing? Stay tuned. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Street League, LEDs, and electronics. This is the big thing that separates Street League from many other racing platforms, is the look and the view of your quad. So, what's street legal and what's recommended? Taking a look at the Street League rulebook version 3, section 5, we have our rules regarding LEDs. Without getting too much into it, at least one LED must be visible from both the top and the bottom of your quad. It also must be visible from all directions. And intentionally turning off your LEDs during a race is prohibited. Your LEDs must be visible to the human eye, and they must be reasonably bright as determined by the race director. This means if the race director decides that you're blinding people or that they're not visible enough despite being on, you will have to fix that.
Alright.
Because ultimately, this is the goal of Street League. Just a bunch of guys with some amazing looking quads and some
I
amazing
just know that
looking
we're ready,
racing.
and that's
Now the question. How can you make a Street League quad look this cool?
Alright.
And what do you need to purchase to do so? Well, you're in luck. I'm going to show you guys a couple of popular LED options to make your quad look amazing. The first of which is a simple 5-volt LED strip. These strips are available on the StreetLeague.io shop and are $4.50 per, and they run off of 5-volt power. Important thing to note about these LEDs is that they will require a 5-volt power regulator, but that they're addressable, so you can change their color. And when applied to a quad, they can look something like this. Now, let's say you're okay with them not being able to change color, and you don't want to have to use a BEC. Something like this, the Tiny's X-Class 6S LED, would be something for you. The LEDs only shine one color, but you can apply full 6S power, including 5S, to make these guys light up. These are a great option for one fixed color and minimal amount of effort. If you want to be able to change your color and you're okay with using a 5-volt power regulator and you want something just a little bigger, I recommend the Tiny's Project 399 Rig LED arm. These require a 5-volt regulator but are addressable, and when applied to a quad, they can look something like this. One of the other popular options is what's called a cob LED. These come as a rope rather than individual LEDs. The fun part about these cob LEDs is they can be either fixed color or addressable, and they can be either 5 volt, 12 volt, or 24 volt. Now, if you do happen to go with an LED option that requires 5 volt power, as many do, you'll want to use something like this iFlight 326S 5 volt BEC. This allows you to take straight battery voltage and get 5 volts out.
Pilot, arm your quad. Going live on the second toe.
Beautiful launch here from Supernova and Infinity, working their way through the track. Both of those pilots having an unfortunate round number one, but it looks like there were quite a few pilots who did. This is a pretty challenging environment to fly through, but our pilots are doing a great job figuring it out. Looks like Infinity still up in the air, trying to make it happen here on lap number one. And it looks like a pretty solid run here for him so far. Looks like Supernova not going great. He is going to end up in the shrubs, but that's okay. He's got plenty of packs to go here. He'll have some more opportunities to work his way up.
Infinity, lap 1, 51.2. Seconds. Infinity, lap 2, 44.0. Winner is Infinity. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
We're up and away with Thrash, Nitrotoker, Waller, and the Dude Abides. Working their way through lap number one. Looks like the Dude Abides having trouble there on lap number one. He's going to go down. It's going to leave Thrash with the whole shot there. We'll see if he can hang on to that first place position as he works his way through the yellow brick road. But Nitrotoker going to be playing chase there just behind him, trying to play a little bit of catch up, or maybe just trying to play it safe and get through those two laps. This is a particularly challenging course, and with the points round format, consistency is key. So our pilot's going to be tested on both speed and consistency to try to make it happen here out on the track. And it looks like Thrash is going to get it right on lap number one. He's doing pretty good for himself so far. Second place is going to be Nitrotoker working his way onto lap number two as well. Then it's going to be Waller in that third place position. And the Dude Abides in fourth right now. We're going to be on board with Thrash here as he works his way through that yellow brick road. Finding his way through the trees. And some beautiful lines there as well. I think we're going to see a great race here from Thrash in later rounds. I think he's going to end up in a higher group than he's in right now. But a rough round number 1. Not going to be the repeat story here for Thrash. He is going to round it out through the candy cane forest, and Thrash going to finish out his 2 laps nice and solid. A great first and second lap from him. Second place going to be Nitro Toker and Waller actually together right now, working their way through the same portion of the track. Looks like Nitro Toker has a little bit more speed. He is going to finish it out and get that second place. Nice strong finish for him. And Waller going to come around and finish his first lap. So nice smooth run from him. Only 1 lap, but he did get it done through this course. So great flying from Waller here, finishing it out here in the F heat.
The course will be closed in 4 minutes. The course will be closed in 4 minutes.
If you wouldn't mind.
The course will be closed in 3 minutes. Desert Rats R1. Skies R2. Cities R7. Jetmax R8. The course will be closed in 2 minutes. Desert Rats R1. Skies R2. Flippy R7. Jetmax R8. Desert Rats R1. Skies R2. Flippy R7. Jetmax R8. 30 seconds. Jet Mac, lap 2, 42.2. Winner is Jet Mac. 10 seconds. Desert Rat, lap 2, 48.3. Slippy, lap 2, 13.8. The course will be closed in 4 minutes. The course will be closed in 3 minutes. The course will be closed in 2 minutes.
Okay, you got 2 minutes. Don't miss it.
Maybe the battery.
What battery? Oh, are you racing?
No, no, I'm up next. Next.
Oh.
Sorry, some time. I'm just trying to help you, brother.
I was
No, no, no. I'm just next to you. I'm just trying to help you. Eventually, you'll probably be in the same heat as me, and we might not.
I think we'll be in the same heat at some point.
Here we go. This is going to be the D heat. This one going to be Postal Service, Lucky, Legendary Andy, and Chaser. These pilots doing decent for themselves in after round number 1, snagging the points they needed to get up this far. But all our pilots, well, their goal is to get into the B heat, and that'll be your Elite 8 for the event. Oh, we got a battle right now going on between, looks like Postal Service and Chaser, both in that lead position. It's going to be Lucky just behind. Actually, sorry about that. It's going to be Legendary Andy duking it out with Lucky as they both go onto the Yellow Brick Road. So 2 battles here that we're watching simultaneously. It's Lucky and Legendary Andy and Postal Service and Chaser. I think we're going to get to watch this battle all event long, as it looks like Chaser starts to pull out the lead through the candy cane forest as he goes on to lap number 2. Then it's going to be Postal Service just behind him. Then it's going to be Lucky and Legendary Andy coming through. Lucky with a slight advantage so far, but Legendary Andy right there with him. So 2 battles going on here in the D heat. This is going to be a ruthless heat. I think the skill gap here is absolutely minuscule, even just after 1 round of racing. The points round really sorting the pilots out by their overall skill so far, but who knew it would get this close so far, only on round number 2, and we're getting to see these amazing battles here between Postal Service and Chaser, both going up through that dive. Whoever gets it better is going to win the heat. Who's going to take it? They're on the same gate. Chaser looking at the LEDs of Postal Service. Through the start finish they go. We're going to have to go to a review. Timer says Postal Service. We'll see if that's true. Who's going to get the 3rd and 4th place? It looks like it is going to go to Legendary Andy. Lucky going down. He's going to have to turtle. Unfortunate finish there for Lucky. But he is going to finish out that run overall. Still going to get his 2 laps and finish it out strong. But what a battle that was between Postal Service and Chaser. We still got 1 quad out on the track right now, bringing it on in. And that is it. Track is closed. What a heat that was. We're going to have to go back and take a look at our live stream and see. Spam in the chat who you think won that one. That was absolutely such a great race there between Postal Service and Chaser. More of that, please. And for that photo finish, I think we're going to have to give them some prizes. So we're going to go through our prize box and give them one of the items that we received from our amazing sponsors. Great race. That was super fun to watch.
Claymore, R1. K1H, R2.
What is in this
Alley,
bathroom?
R7. ABK, R8. Claymore, R1. K1H, R2. Callie, R7. ABK, R8.
Holy tits.
Claymore, R1. K1H, R2.
I mean, I did win the vote.
ABK, R8.
Did you see that shit that Taco Bell posted?
No.
It's glorious. You'll have to see it. This dude went off on RDQ's chat.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that.
Speaking of gout.
Oh my god, that race look. I'm doing photo finish here. Postal Service barely got it. The timer got it right. Alright, see 1 thumb, I see 2. Can we get thumbs again? I see 3. Yep, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna assume 4. Holler if you're not ready. Otherwise, here we go, pilots. We're gonna be launching on the high tone. What an incredible heat we've got going. All right, now this one, Claymore, King, Callie, and 80K ripping it out on the track right now. Who is your leader? Looks like the whole shot was going to go to King there, but the racing tells a little bit of a different story as we see mix-ups all across the field. I'm seeing Claymore duke it out with someone. Looks like that's going to be King and Claymore going at it. And then it's going to be 80K just ahead of them. And then it's going to be Callie out in the lead as she goes through the tree dive. And boost mode engaged, she's going to get it done there, potentially boost dumping the entire track. It looks like that is the case. So she's going to have a nice fast lap number 1 here. And Callie going to finish out lap number 1 with a 41.5. Beautiful run from her so far. Just got to finish out that second lap and try to earn those points. In second place, oh, it looks like King goes down there. He's going to have a little bit of trouble, so he drops back a little bit. Now finally getting on to lap number 2, and that means second place is going to be 80K, and then it's going to be Claymore. King rounding out that 4th place position. We do have Yep, timer is correct right now. So your leader right now is going to be Callie, trying to finish this one out strong. She goes through that dive one last time onto the final portion of the track, and it looks like the hard stuff is done. Just got to keep it clean here through the candy cane trees, and Callie is going to be your winner of the C Heat. A beautiful run from her. Who's going to get that second place, though? Looks like ADK trying to get it, but no, Claymore going to snag it from him. Just a foot or two ahead, and then it's going to be King finishing out as well in fourth place, but still a very solid run from King, so that's going to be worth some solid points here in the C Heat. Our next heat is looking to be Pro Dangles, Jordil, Shames, and DeBits. This one starting to heat up a little bit. These are the faster pilots overall. And, or at least after round one, we will see some shuffling here. And I can't wait to get all of our points sorted. They change. The points will be kind of fluctuating throughout the round, but you'll have a real idea of what the points are at the very end of the round after Heat A has run their race. So we got 2 heats to go here, so we get a real idea of who is in the lead.
The course will be closed in 3 minutes.
One thumb, I see 2 thumbs, 3 thumbs, 4 thumbs. Here we go, pilots. We're going to be launching on the high tone. And an absolutely beautiful launch here as our pilots work their way around that crazy start. Ooh, very close here so far. Looks like we are going to lose Pro Dangles, I think, on that one. So he goes down. It's going to be 3 pilots remaining, Jordil, Shames, and DeBits. And it looks like your leader right now is starting to work his way away from the rest of the field. And it was going to be Shames. He has a little upset, though. That's going to drop him back to 3rd, and that's going to leave Jordil now out in the lead. And then it's going to be DeBits playing chase to everyone. Actually, no, sorry about that. It's going to be DeBits and Shames. Side by side here they go. Oh, and a really tight line there from Bits, but Shames hangs on to it anyway. Some really nice corners from him. He's going to go up into that dive as we see Jordil working his way onto lap number 2. There we go, Jordil onto lap number 2, trying to finish it out strong. Has a little bit of a turnaround, trying to play it smart, and still holding on to the lead while he does it. So the battle here we're looking at is going to be DeBits and Shames. DeBits starting to lose a little bit of ground to Shames here as Shames rounds his way through the V-tree and onto the wall of terror. And so not much changing out. I think we've seen those positions sort themselves out. If our pilots stay at the same pace and manage to have mistake-free runs, I think we're going to see this be our finishing order. It looks like Jordil trying to finish it out strong. He's got one last section of the track to go. And there it is. Jordil takes the win. Who's going to get that second place, though? Looks like Shames going to snag it. And DeBits right behind him. So pretty close finishing order there. But those results kind of staying the same throughout the race. All right, we are up to the fastest heat of pilots as far as we can determine so far. It's going to be free. It's going to be Amari. It's going to be NM Grower and Lamone throwing big hands here in round 2, Heat A.
3 R1. Limon, R8. Free, R1. Amari, R2. NM Grower, R7. Limon, R8.
Démarrer l'horloge. Enclencher le minuteur. Les minutes passent. L'étouffement menace. Vos poumons suffoquent. L'oppression vous dépasse. Tic-tac, tic-tac. Une prise qui vous embrasse.
The course will be closed in 3 minutes.
La main de fer. Le pouvoir en place. Vos poumons suffoquent. L'oppression vous dépasse. La main de fer. Le pouvoir en place. La main de fer. Une prise qui vous embrasse. Écoutez.
The course will be closed in 2 minutes.
Une prise qui vous embrasse.
You are on 7.
Free, R1. Amari, R2.
La main de
NM
fer.
Grower, R7. Limon, R8.
All
Free,
right.
R1.
Give me a thumbs up when you boys are ready. I see 1, I see 2, I see 3, I see 4. Here we go,
Limon,
pilots.
R8.
Écoutez.
On the high tone.
This next, he is free. Amari, NM Grower, and Limon. And this is round number 2 for them. And we're going to start to get to see some of the fast boys all grouped up together here as we see, looks like Amari and Limon duking it out together. And I got a beautiful view here. I can make out those LEDs just great through the forest canopy. Looks absolutely incredible here at Street League race number 2. And our pilots looking to earn as much street credit as they can. Looks like Amari starting to stretch out that lead just a little bit, and it's going to be Limon in second. And then it appears to be, I believe, NM Grower in the 3rd place position. We'll see as they go through the timer if that is true. Looks like Amari getting onto that 2nd lap. Limon getting onto that 2nd lap. And then that's actually going to be Free in the number 3 position. And Limon out in 4th right now. A little bit of a rough first lap for him, but as long as he finishes out both, I think that he will still end up in a pretty good position. So yeah, there it is. NM Grower getting onto that 2nd lap as well as we see Amari work his way through lap number 2, still solidly out in the lead. Through that tree canopy he goes. And some beautiful lines for him there as he finishes out. Amari is going to take heat number 2. And maintain his spot as the top points earner with that as well. An average lap time of 40.8, a fast lap time of 37.4. So Amari setting the fastest lap that we have seen on the track between the 2 days that we've been here. Day number 1 was just practice.
10 seconds.
And today we're doing it for real. And we are on round number 2 of our points rounds. So beautiful racing so far, and we are finally going to get to take a quick peek here momentarily at our overall points for the event. So, after 2 rounds of racing, here is your running order for the event. It's going to be Amari racking up quite a few points there. In fact, he actually, yeah, there it is. Amari, both times, racking up the maximum amount of points. Limon going to be in second Then it's going to be Free. Then it's going to be Jordil in 4th. Shames in 5th. Callie in 6th. NM Grower in 7th. DeBits in 8th place. Claymore in 9th place. Postal Service in 10th place. ADK in 11th place. Chaser in 12th place. Chetmac in 13th place. King in 14th place. Prodangles in 15th. Legendary Andy in 16th. Lucky in 17th, Desert Rat in 18th, Thrash in 19th, Slippy in 20th, Infinity in 21st, Nitro Toker in 22nd, Sky in 23rd, and Waller in 24th. So the points starting to add up here. Amari trying to build a little bit of a gap. He's got a 3-point gap to the next guy, and then it's going to be a 2-point gap between Lamone and Free. Another battle to watch out for is, it's pretty close so far, but a little bit of a battle in the 15th place between Pro Dangles and Legendary Andy, as well as Lucky. So, your bubble pilots right now are DeBits and Claymore, both working their way for that 8th place position. Right now, Bits has got it, but Claymore is on the edge. We'll be right back after this quick message from our sponsors.
For years, drone racers have been pushing the boundaries, splitting the horizon where the possible and the impossible collide. Every millisecond we shed culminates in the victories we've earned. We tune, we train, we expend every trick in the book to defeat the clock. But what if we had one last option? Introducing Boost Mode, drone racing's first new game mechanic since Crash Recovery. Starting today, you have a new strategic option at your disposal. Find the optimal spots on the track to For years, drone racers have been pushing the boundaries, splitting the horizon where the possible and the impossible collide. Every millisecond we shed culminates in the victories we've earned. We tune, we train, we expend every trick in the book to defeat the clock. But what if we had one last option? Introducing Boost Mode, drone racing's first new game mechanic since Crash Recovery. Starting today, you have a new strategic option at your disposal. Find the optimal spots on the track to deploy one of 3 momentary boosts. Get ready or get past as you boost your way to becoming the Street League Drone Racing Champion.
and then like put this like 10:30 or however that is, then start our rounds, or should we do more than that?
I think we should do 2.
Okay, cool.
Just to let people figure out the track again.
Okay. 1 o'clock also. I'll be the same. Yeah. Okay.
And then
Because
hang
we'll
on
probably
one
only
second,
get
I
one
gotta-
more after this, if I had to
Yeah.
guess. If we
I
can.
think if we were on top of it, I think yeah.
Infinity, lap 2,
Right.
43.7. Winner is
So
Infinity.
then that would be 3 today, right? Leaving us.
Yeah, we got 3. This is the third that
This
we're
is
working
third.
on.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if we can finish this one, do one more, we get 4 done today. I'd feel good about that.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what the hell to do because Infinity was on the wrong channel.
Okay, I'll let you be. That sounds
Yeah,
good. Though. 10
can
start,
you
2
can
practice
you
rounds.
do me a favor
Yeah.
and just whatever you decide for the most part,
Yeah.
can you just throw it in the pilot chat
Yes.
and then because it doesn't matter too much what it is as long as everyone knows what it is.
Yes. Yeah.
So
But that
yeah,
sounds
let's do
good to
2
you, though?
practice rounds at 10 and
Yeah,
then
cool.
roll from there.
Copy. All
right.
I like it. I'll
If
put it
we
in there.
want to open practice before 10 then?
Oh,
So we get here
yes.
at 6
Yeah,
a.m.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Gate opens at 6.
If we have any Adderall?
Oh yeah, that's GemFan sponsored.
That sounds like my...
Unless wait, did Hobby Wing provide the Adderall or something? I'm not sure.
Yeah. It could be Jesse.
All right.
A lot of options out there.
Was he flying Infinity's quad? Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. So somebody.
Infinity was flying. What's his name? Squad.
Okay. So the people.
Did you run the wrong?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you run the wrong.
Yeah. Luckily, it's only 2 pilots. So I need. Supernova got a. Timestamp 19.59. It was Infinity was.
Oh, did you crash out?
Yeah, he crashed out. Infinity had
Not
was
Infinity.
on the wrong channel.
No, it's not Infinity.
It's not Infinity. Whoever else it was.
It's the
But
dude vibes.
okay, but here's the problem. He was also on the wrong channel.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. He was on the right channel for that heat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but it was set to the wrong heat, so it wasn't reading.
Wow. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
It's just chocolate sugars.
I'll just add a pilot.
I usually don't do fast.
This might be a really bad idea, but we're gonna try it.
Beer, I used to drink like I just drink 12. Let's go. That's a problem.
Oh, I'm in this heat. Okay, let's run this next heat. We'll fix it in post.
Yep. Hang on 1 second.
I mean, there's no hanging on. We race. So here we go.
Okay, here we go.
This is what we're running.
All right.
What
What happened to music?
Yeah, the music is.
Don't worry about it right this second.
Well, you know what? We're doing.
The
drum and
course will be
bass.
closed in
Not
1
doing
minute.
all this other shenanigans. We're doing house, trance, and drum and bass. Where's house? You know what? No, we're not even doing house. We're doing this because it keeps playing frickin' like hard rock. Oh fuck.
Radio. You have the dongle? Okay. All right, pilots. Got 12 seconds, Stoker. Oh, you're sitting there? All right. All right. All right, looking for thumbs, pilots. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Pilots, arm your quads, going live on the second tone.
Two-step, then I bring it right back.
Hey guys, we still got quad on the field.
Quad on the field, guys.
Yes, did 3 laps, and they were all fast, so I can correct whatever happened. Yeah, so if you do it wrong, but you did 3 laps, got the element right eventually, it took you a full lap, so we would delete whichever one. Yeah, really glad he did it. Which lap was it? I don't know.
Waller, lap 2, 132.4.
Oh, that's exactly.
Sky, lap 3, 217.0.
Okay.
The course will be closed in 4 minutes. Desert Rat, R1. Lucky, R2. City, R7. Rash, R8. Desert Rat, R1. Lucky, R2. Slippy, R7. Rash, R8. Desert Rat, R1. Lucky, R2. Slippy, R7. Rash, R8. Desert Rat, R1. Lucky, R2. Slippy, R7. Rash, R8. Desert Rat, R1. Lucky, R2. Slippy, R7.
5
Rash,
something.
R8.
Yeah. Here we go, pilots. On the high tone. I think he got it. I saw him get it on lap number 2 for sure, That was lap number 3. So yeah, lap number 2. Maybe, I don't know.
I put this in there, you can just put the leader down.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Yeah, so this is lap number 2. Gets the B. That's all correct. He also ran a but maybe. Yeah. I mean, we don't even need to check that one. Yeah. Yeah, he ran it as far as I can tell.
Lucky, lap 1, 53.9. 42.0. Cred angles R1. K1 R2. Legendary Andy R7. Pet map R8. The course will be closed in 4 minutes. Cred angles R1. K1 R2.
Oh,
Legendary Andy R7. Pet map R8. Cred angles R1. K1 R2. Legendary Andy R7. Pet map R8. The course will be closed in 3 minutes.
Here we go. This one going to be Pro Dangles, King, Legendary Andy, and Chetmac. This is the D heat, so we're starting to heat up again. These are some of the pilots who are getting close to getting into that Elite 8 finals, but unfortunately, I think this field here at the Lone Star State, well, it's absolutely stacked. And I am absolutely looking forward to seeing how that finals plays out. These pilots are positions 16 and up. So this is where the skill really starts to ramp up. A lot of these pilots, I think, do have the speed to get into the higher ranks, but the consistency is going to be a big factor here on this course. And we see a pretty great battle here between 3 of our pilots coming around the candy cane corner, and it's going to be Pro Dangles, King, and Chetmac all together here on lap number 1, going on to lap number 2. Who's going to be able to get it right? I'm looking at Chetmac right now as he plays chase just a tiny bit and now making the pass on Pro Dangles. So your leader right now is actually going to be King. Then it's going to be Chetmac. Then it's going to be Pro Dangles. 1, 2, 3 through the course they go, all right in a row. Incredible racing. I'm going to have to put my glasses on to get a better view of this. It's going to be Pro Dangles working his way down. He sees those 2 LEDs in front of him. That is going to be King and Chetmac in the lead. Oh, looks like King gets it wrong. And Chetmac steals the win. Pro Dangles going to get 3rd. So King minimizing the damage there, but oh my goodness, what a finish that was. And we're going to see our final pilot come through. That's going to be Legendary Andy finishing it out strong. What a heat that was. That was so great to watch. thumbs, pilot. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. On the high tone. This is the C heat. This is going to be all of the Bubble Boys. These are the pilots trying to get up into that Elite 8. And if you're in the B heat, you are projected to be in the Elite 8 if you can hang on to that position. But we're seeing some carnage out there on the field. Not only did ADK have a little bit of a rough launch, but it looks like we had some trouble with one of our other pilots there through the first portion of the lap as well. So a little bit of a mix-up here as we work our way through the field. And I'm looking right now at Chaser out in the lead position right now, working his way and about to go up through that ascension, that big ascension, and then the big dive. Chaser, your leader right now in Heat C. And just keeping it solid here. I think that he's had some really good consistency for the first 2 rounds of points. And that has got him up to this position, but he's also got a little bit of speed going for him too here on lap number 1. Second place, that's going to be Claymore. Trying to get those points, trying to get up into that B heat. I think he has a good shot at doing that as he goes into the wall of terror. Your running order is going to be Chaser in first, Claymore in second, Postal in third, and ADK in fourth. So after our first couple mishaps there at the beginning of the race, looks like everyone managing to get it clean after lap number 1. And I think caution is the order of the day on this track. It is a lot more challenging than the types of tracks we typically do. But our pilot's handling it beautifully. It's going to be Chaser getting that first place position, and it's going to be Claymore just 4 seconds back. Third place going to be Postal Service, then ADK. All pilots finishing out that one quite well. Some pretty solid lap times there. And actually, all of those pilots, their fastest lap was all within 7/10 of each other. So that entire field has the pace to be really close to each other. But that heat giving us a little bit of a relaxation there. All those pilots really know what it takes to finish the lap, and they're using that to their advantage and gaining some points here on some of the pilots who aren't able to fly as consistently. So I think they're playing that long game, and that is the smart move given the format.
The course will be closed in 4 minutes.
They got 2 minutes and 30 seconds of movement. Yeah. Has anybody tried icing the kicker with this yet? Just like wait the full time for no reason. Alright. We got 1 thumb, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4. Here we go. Launching on the high tone, pilots. We got 4 pilots ready to rip into the night sky as we are just past golden hour here in Lone Star State, as all 4 pilots through that start-finish gate seemingly simultaneously. I see 2 orange quads out in the lead. I believe that is going to be NM Grower and Shames. Actually, sorry, NM Grower and Shames and Callie absolutely duking it out right now. That's going to be the father-daughter duo absolutely shredding the course right now. Shames grabs the lead just a little bit, but Callie close behind with a really nice drop down there. They're both going to go into the ascension side by side up into the tree canopy. Who's going to take that win? Looks like Grower just behind them as well. He is part of the pack. And then DeBits just behind in 4th, coming around the candy cane corner. Who's going to be in that first place position? It looks like it is going to be, I see Callie. Timer says Callie in the lead. And I believe that is correct. We'll see though. So Callie out in the lead. Oh my gosh, it is super close here through the Tower of Terror. And I see NM Grower now trying to chase down Callie as they work their way into the white flags. And it looks like NM Grower trying to make the pass here. Is he going to be able to do it? So your running order right now, it's going to be Callie and NM Grower, indistinguishable, then Shames, then Bits. Who's going to take it? Coming around the corner, it's going to be Callie taking the win. NM Grower going to get 2nd, and Shames going to get 3rd. What an amazing race. So it's going to be NM Grower splitting up the father-daughter duo there. And our top 3 pilots there finishing a fast lap of 39x. And the total runtime there, the split between Callie and NM Grower was 1/10 of a second, and then 2/10 of a second back, it was Shames. So Callie taking the win there in Heat B, proving she deserves to be in the top 8.
The course will be closed in 4 minutes.
Démarrer l'horloge. Enclencher le minuteur. Les minutes passent. L'étouffement menace. Vos poumons suffoquent. L'oppression vous dépasse. Tic-tac, tic-tac. Une prise qui vous embrasse. La main de fer. Le pouvoir en place. Vos poumons suffoquent. L'oppression vous dépasse. La main de fer. Le pouvoir en place. La main de fer. Une prise qui vous embrasse. Écoutez.
For you.
Pilots, give me a thumbs up if you're ready. I see 1, I see 2, I see 3, I see 4. Here we go. Live on the high tone. This is Heat A. This one, Amari, Jordil, Free, and Lamone working their way through the track right now. I see those red LEDs. I believe that is Limone leading the pack right now. And oh, Amari going to have some trouble there and going to get caught up in the gate as well. So he's going to drop back. That's going to leave it down to Free, Jordil, Lamone. And there's an absolute battle happening right now between Lamone and Free. Free trying to play catch up here. Through the trees they go. And the Ascension coming right up. Lamone, your leader right now, hanging on to it. Free trying to take it away. Jordil there as well. It's a three-way battle here for the A-Heat win. Who is going to take it? This will be our last heat of the night. And boy, I cannot tell you how exciting this heat is so far on lap number 1. Lap number 2 looking to shape up to be just about as good. As we see, Amari does manage to get that quad back in the air, so he is potentially going to get his 2 laps here. That's going to be big for points as we roll into day number 2. Amari is your points leader at this moment, but that could change here. We see several pilots having some amazing heats here. Your leader right now is going to be Lamone, then it's going to be Free, then it's going to be Jordil, but the battle here between Jordil and Free is going to be tight. They have an advantage for Free, so it's going to be Lamone takes the win, Free gets second. Jordil going to finish out in third. And Amari going to have to settle for fourth in that one with a very, very big fishing reel. Amari pulled it back. He was only behind Jordil by 5 seconds. That was a big fishing pull from Amari, who was down for multiple seconds during that heat. Managed to get it back up. I think that's going to save him a couple points. But let's go ahead and take a look here at our points so far. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, no, we're waiting for them to tally. So this is before that heat completed. We are going to have some switch-ups here. All right, so here are your unofficial points going into tomorrow. Going to be Lamone, your new points leader. Then it's going to be Free in the second place position. Amari drops to third after that little bit of a struggle bus run there. Callie going to be moving up into the fourth place position. Jordil in fifth. Then it's going to be Shames in sixth. NM Grower in seventh. DeBits in eighth. That rounds out your top 8. They're looking to get into that Elite 8 final. And then we will run a consolation bracket after points rounds is done tomorrow. And that will be contained, well, right now that's shaping up to be Chatmac in the 9th position, King in 10th, Claymore in 11th, Chaser in 12th, Postal Service in 13th, Prodangles in Postal Service in 13th, Prodangles in 14th, 80K in 15th, Lucky in 16th, Infinity in 17th, Legendary Andy in 18th, Desert Rat in 19th, Thrash in 20th, Sky in 21st, Slippy in 22nd, Nitro Toker in 23rd, and Waller in 24th. We're going to do some marshalling tonight, make sure all those points look correct, and then we will be coming right back at you bright and early tomorrow morning. We're going to be looking at a start time of 10 a.m. CST. And we will be doing a little bit more racing tomorrow. So our first 3 points rounds complete. Our goal is to hit 10, and then we'll be jumping into finals. So stick around. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is a great time to do it so you can get that notification when we go live tomorrow morning and see who will be the winner of Street League race number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for this live stream. We'll be right back tomorrow, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.